I just wanted to shoot a quick update video on the 2016 Fox 32, and if you've seen my other videos, you knew that I was somewhat disappointed with the weight of the 120. And the reason I wanted to do this is I wanted to make sure that I got accurate information out there on the weights of the fork, because as you saw in the other video, I tried to get that from Fox. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Fox had told me that the 120 version of the 32 millimeter stanchion fork was only about 8 to 10 grams heavier than the 100, and that's the information I released in the video. So I felt obligated to shoot this update video to let you know the way I went with the fork. I ended up selling the 120 and I got the 100. And here are the weights that I came up with. So the 120 with the steer tube cut, with the star nut installed, with the axle, but no crown race, came in at 3.94 pounds. I don't think the crown race would have made hardly any difference at all. I did the exact same type of weight. So again, with the axle, I had cut the steer tube, put the star nut in, didn't put the crown race on. The 100 came in at 3.72, so 0.22 pounds lighter, almost a quarter pound lighter than the 120 version. And I did get the Cabolt, which I'll show here in a minute, because that lightened it up another 0.1 pounds. So now the weight with the Cabolt replacing the axle is 3.62, and that is a little lighter than the 2014 CTD fork. That fork, again with the axle and everything, came in at 3.66. That was the 2014 CTD. So those are pretty light forks. So the 2016s actually were a tad heavier, and then of course the 120 being even heavier than that. So let me show you the Cabolt, what that looks like, in case you haven't seen one. And it's the option I went with to lighten this fork up even a little bit more. So the Cabolt is basically just the through axle without the quick release, and like I said, it's about 0.1 pounds lighter than the standard quick release. The only disadvantage, of course, is that you have to use a 6 millimeter Allen wrench to get your wheel off. But since I run tubeless, I don't get flats very often. I really don't have a need to pull my front wheel off. My bike rack, I don't have to pull the front wheel off, so it's very rare that I have to do that. So this is a really nice option. And it like I said, it does lighten it up, so that's a good thing. So I have yet to actually ride this fork. I had to do a business trip, and then I came down with the flu. So I don't anticipate it feeling any different than the other one. The only thing is it's going to be lighter, and I do think I'm going to notice the weight difference. It's over a quarter pound lighter now than the 120 was, especially with the Cabolt axle. So that's really going to help, and look forward to it. I did, by the way, take out one of the volume spacers. So the 100 comes stock with 2 spacers, and I took one out, so now there's only one. And so that's the same way I had that 120 set up when I spaced it down to 100. So that will make the air spring more linear, so it'll go into its travel a little bit easier and be a little bit more small bump sensitive. So looking forward to riding this fork. Again, I wanted to do this update just because I felt obligated to give the accurate information in my video, since I didn't get that from Fox, which again was a little bit disappointing. But there you go, that's my update. Thanks for watching.